Hi everyone, my name is Nick Krause. For the last 50 to 100 years, the NCAA has had complete control over its athletes. In this video, I'm going to discuss the controversy surrounding this topic. More specifically, what's the story behind the NCAA's NIL drama? Well, first, let's understand what NIL means and how it relates to student athletes. NIL stands for Name, Image, and Likeness, and the NCAA is currently under fire for restricting students' ability to receive endorsements for the use of their name, image, and likeness, and critics are fighting against this. Now, let's explain this quickly. Critics of this rule are not advocating for pay-to-play, where student athletes would be paid like employees. They're simply fighting for students to have the right to profit off of endorsement deals from big companies, jersey sales, and other uses of their NIL. This controversy first caught notice with Ed O'Bannon, a former UCLA basketball player who ended up in the NBA. He had a problem with the wildly popular EA Sports NCAA basketball video games, more specifically that he saw himself and all of his teammates represented in this game without a single dollar earned. The NCAA was making millions off video games that utilized their players' names, images, and likenesses. Players would not earn a single dollar off of these games. Ed O'Bannon took the NCAA to court and won, forcing them to cancel their NCAA basketball and football video games. However, in the aftermath of the lawsuit, problems still remained. Schools still made millions off their athletic programs, jersey sales, and other uses of students' likenesses, while students were still not allowed to sign well-paying endorsement deals with businesses. This brings us to 2019, where these controversies are coming to a head in California. This year, California legislature passed a bill, SB 206, called the Fair Pay to Play Act. Despite the deceiving name, this bill solely regards students' use of their own likenesses. State Senator Nancy Skinner introduced the bill, and it was signed by Governor Gavin Newsom while on LeBron James' TV show titled The Shop with LeBron James. The bill will allow California student athletes to sign endorsement deals and give them the ability to sell their name, image, and likeness without any academic or athletic punishment. The bill will take effect in January of 2023. The NCAA immediately came out against the bill, releasing multiple statements and influencing California schools, most specifically schools in the Pac-12 conference, to also come out against the bill. Legally, this bill was complicated, and the NCAA was going to make the argument that it was unconstitutional. Was this bill a matter of antitrust law, or was it in violation of the Commerce Clause? Constitutional or not, this bill still had a major impact. By passing this bill, it extended this issue beyond California and resurfaced the issue in the news, social media, and even other state legislatures. Following SB 206, both New York and South Carolina developed their own bills regarding student likenesses, which just increased the pressure on the NCAA to make a change. This bill had many supporters and critics, with its supporters stating it will allow students to make ends meet, increase civil rights for student athletes, and get rid of corrupt recruiting. Its critics, however, including the NCAA, stated it will hurt students' grades, hurt other school programs, as well as affect the amateurism currently in place in college sports. Despite all the controversy and the months of debating, the NCAA finally caved, supposedly. The NCAA states that it plans on allowing student athletes to receive benefits for the use of their names, images, and likenesses. It's not a done deal yet, as all three divisions, D1, D2, and D3, need to figure out their own rules and way of enforcing this by January of 2021. However, despite what may seem like a victory for student athletes, critics still say that the NCAA is stalling and lying. The NCAA hasn't released much information about what it plans to do, with a working group supposedly providing more information in April of 2020. The lack of straightforward information is resulting in more legislation being signed to try to force the NCAA's hand. One big question still remains. In its press statement, the NCAA stated it will allow students to receive benefits. No one is quite sure what they mean by that, though, and if benefits even mean monetary compensation. We will find out more information once the working group releases its findings in April of 2020.